Hello and welcome. You can follow along with me and construct your own milk carton. These are available at Forest City Gallery in Old East Village. To start off, you're going to want to cut out the milk carton using a metal ruler and an X-Acto knife. This could also be achieved by using scissors. And to do the scoring, you will also need a butter knife or a flathead screwdriver. Anything that doesn't cut through the paper. We're going to do additional cuts along the bottom. So line up the first corner, the very top, down to the bottom corner, right there. You want to take your X-Acto knife, or if you're using scissors, then draw a line with a pencil. Right there from the bottom of the image area to the bottom of the milk carton. You just want to sever that piece just like that. Moving on, we're going to go to this corner, down to that corner. Follow the same steps. If you're using scissors, just draw a line with a pencil first and then cut along that line. But just from the bottom of the image area to the bottom of the milk carton. Now from this corner to that corner, we're going to line up our ruler and cutting from the bottom of the image area to the bottom of the milk carton. And now you will have 4 sections. Flip over the piece. We're going to start doing some folds, starting with this short strip along the very side. Line up your ruler with the 2 corners, there and at the very bottom. I'm taking this small metal ruler with the rounded edge and I'm going to fold the paper using this, similar to a butter knife. So you just want to drag your tool all the way across the metal ruler, just creasing the paper, not cutting through. Our next fold is from this cut all the way up to that corner. Line up your ruler and take your creasing tool and just firmly score that edge. Same thing, that corner to that cut. And next one, will be right here with this slit and this corner. And just score that. We need to do a crease along the bottom of the image area. You may need to take your piece to a window and trace on the back where the bottom of the image is. You can also line up your ruler with the slits on the back. Once you've determined where the bottom of the image area is, line up your ruler with those slits and the bottom of the image area, and we're just going to create a score along the bottom of the milk carton. So take your butter knife or your letter opener and just drag it across the very bottom. We will repeat this step for the top of the image area. So take it to a window and just draw a line where the top of the image area is. Once you've determined where the top of the image area is using the window, then you will be able to line up your ruler and we're just going to score along the top of the image area all the way across the milk carton. Flip over the piece. You're going to notice two little stars at the very top, right there. Draw dots on the back of the piece using the window on where those stars are. Flip over the piece, and there's where the stars are. We're creating a triangle that goes to this corner, up to the star, and to that corner. Take your ruler, line up the star with the top of the crease that we just created, and crease that. Same thing, just making sure that's creased. So from the star, and then where those two creases intersect, right here, down to this intersection of creases, we're drawing a line. And we're creasing that right there. Make sure it's well creased. Don't cut through, just make sure it's very indented. So next star, taking the star up there down to this intersection of creases, and then that intersection of creases, and we're creating a triangle. There and there. Take your ruler, line up the star and the creases, and just crease that angle. And then the same thing, that star down to that intersection, and just crease that. Stopping at the star. From the top of the star to the top of the milk carton, we're going to crease that. Just like a centimeter. Right there. And then back to the other triangle, from the top of the triangle, where the star is, to the top of the milk carton. We're going to crease that. That is all of our creases. We are now ready to fold. Take your ruler and line up the top corner there to that section that we sliced at the very bottom. I'm just going to gently help that fold. So lift up the side and use the ruler to create a straight fold. And just kind of slowly encourage that over. We don't want to crack the ink, so we want to fold slowly. Same thing, back where we had that crease already, we're going to take our ruler, line it up with the crease, and gently fold. Next fold is along that crease. The last fold along this section is here, that little strip. We're going to glue across there in just a bit. You can rotate your piece, and we're just going to fold along all those little strips that we created. So line up your ruler. This is the bottom of the image area. There should be a crease there that we created. We're just going to lift up each one of those little flaps and gently fold. This is the bottom of the milk carton. Same thing for the top crease along that section. Take our ruler and line it up. And we're just going to gently lift up the side and fold along the top strip. Make sure that it's all folded along the whole top. You can see the box starting to take shape. We're going to do our final folds, which are those triangles at the top. Focus on the star. So you're going to put both of your thumbs on the opposite sides of the star. And we're just going to encourage that triangle to fold. You should already see it forming. If you notice that it's going the wrong way, then just take your fingernail and run it across where it should be folding. And we created a little triangle there. Same thing for this star. Put your thumbs on opposite sides of the star and just encourage that triangle to form. So the triangle is going back and the top two triangles are coming forward. The main triangle that we created is going back. Okay. So those are all of our folds. So you're going to want to plug in your glue gun and we'll get ready to glue. You're also going to want to find a strip of wood along, kind of like a dowel. Okay, meet me back here when your glue gun is heated up. Okay, you should have your glue gun heated up, and hopefully you found some sort of wooden dowel. You could also use like a wooden spoon. And I also have this little bag of sand. You can also use anything that will weigh it down, like a large pebble. But this is the time to add it when we're gluing it all together. It keeps it from being so light that it'll just blow off of a shelf when you walk past it. We're ready to glue. Make sure you're adding enough glue to the strip. This long section is the most important part. So if you line this up, the rest will line up. Bring over the other side and lay it flat along that strip, lining up the top of the image area just like that. Careful, it could be hot. Pushing down along the image to the bottom of the image area, making sure that it's lined up. Pinch the bottom strip and the top strip. Lay it down, and you can insert your wooden strip and just push down on that glue and create that fold at the same time. Just hold it until it's cool. You will need your scissors just to snip the bottom strip again, just because that would have been glued together. Just like that, and now you're left with 4 sections again. You can push in the 2 flat strips and push down the 2 angled strips. We're going to grab our glue gun, and we're just going to glue a horseshoe shape right along that angled strip. And you can push down. You can even use your butter knife to push down, that way it's not hot. On the inside, I pushed with the back of my scissors just to make sure that those strips were all gluing together well. You can glue another horseshoe shape right on that strip too. Right there. Now you can lay the milk carton down on its bottom surface, and you can push down all those strips to make sure they're all gluing together flat. Now's your chance to add a bag of sand or a pebble. So we're going to fold those triangles. So pinching the sides and pushing in the 2 stars, we're going to clamp down just like that. You're going to want to really make sure that everything's folding properly, it's lining up all properly. Make sure the folds are along the top of the image area are also folding nicely. Right there. We're creating that nice house top shape. One last time, you grab your glue gun and glue along the top strip. And push the 2 strips together, sealing the milk curtain. It could be hot, so be careful. And just hold the 2 strips together until they're cool and bonded together. You can tidy up all your folds, make sure they're all crisp. Make sure to tag Forest City Gallery. You can tag me, and you can also tag Robin Henry at The Real Antler Press. I hope yours turned out great. Can't wait to see him. Thank you. Okay, bye.